I think literally and figuratively, he bites as hard as he can.
Okay.
And of course, when he puts his fangs into you, you certainly feel it. I think it pricks the conscience very quickly and sharply. Okay. So certainly a fantastic avenue for a great editorial, and one that literally wakes us up.
This is our society.
Correct.
And it will take me and you to do it. That's why I always watch Johnnie's Bite.
The general watches Johnnie's Bite.
Every day.
Thank you very much.
And it's devoid of insults, but straight to the point, factual and fearless.
What he seeks to do is to bring attention to some of the ills or some of the problems that we have. And even though it's often very spicy, I was telling him that he could add some ketchup on the side.
Oh, you should add some ketchup. It's too hot for you, eh?
Too hot.
I don't get surprised when people criticize you, but I think you are doing a good job.
Thank you, sir.
And don't at all think about what people will say. Continue with the objective work that you are doing, and definitely it will help this nation, because you are not doing it for yourself, but what Ghanaians cannot say is what you are saying.
Charlie, no be joke. The pressure people like Johnnie can give you.
No.
You no get grey hair, you go get grey hair.
I'm innocent.
And that's what I'm saying, that the pressure Johnnie and his people, the pressure they can give you, no get grey hair, you go get. So your best bet is not to have hair.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin Hasbanallahu wa ni'mal wakeel. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. And surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Johnnie's Bite. This morning, I was thinking heavily because yesterday I realized that the price of medicine beyond the food is also shooting up. And this is happening weekly. So people who have a condition, let's say blood pressure or diabetes, or who have to go for their dialysis because they have kidney issues, they can't afford. I don't want to assume that people are dying because of that, because they can't afford. But just admitting that we're in a crisis and not apologizing for taking us into a crisis in itself is a crisis. Which is why I say the whole country is like a crime scene. Because when you take people into a difficulty, and we are told now, and you see, interestingly, Mr. Nkrumah again is explaining the English with English. His boss spoke English. He's explaining English with English. You remember earlier, the president has spoken about the Aisha 1 issue, whether he was not too sure whether Aisha 1 was repatriated or deported, whatever it is. Now, president is a lawyer. Mr. Nkrumah is a lawyer. Mr. Bujinapo is a lawyer. When a lawyer speaks, I'm sure they think deeply before they do. That's why they are called learned people. They have learned. Mr. Nkrumah on that occasion was explaining to us what the president meant by speaking English. Again, he is on another media tour, explaining again what the president said. The president said there will be no haircuts, treasury bills and all of that. He's now explaining the English. What I know growing up is that when somebody preaches in English, somebody interprets in Chi or Gan, and vice versa. Today, when somebody speaks English, another person explains the English. Who explains English with English? Is either the president didn't understand what he was talking about, he didn't know what he was talking about, or Mr. Nkrumah himself. And like as KKD said, he said speech is supposed to have some compassion, some conviction. The inflection must be right, and there must be a call to action. What was the call to action? Is that trying to make the market women feel, but what was the call to action? Fuel is gone up again. The dollarization is up again. So the market women, when they buy their stuff, they will slap the prices onto it. It no be them do them. But alas, she can't pay the day, so we have to keep quiet. Now, Oliver, put the picture up for me, quickly. The colleges of education are sounding an alarm. Teacher trainees are suffering. You remember that, Dr. Bamia? Teacher trainees are suffering. Here we are. We are being told that the teacher trainees now are requesting, as of yesterday, 31st October, the Honorable Minister of Education, this is from the National Conference of Principals of Colleges of Education, Ghana, PRINCOF. The Honorable Minister of Education, Minister of DSA, request for permission to ask students in colleges of education to fend for themselves. There are about 43 of these colleges of education to fend for themselves. I write on behalf of the Conference of Principals of Colleges of Education to seek your approval for principals to ask students to fend for themselves effective Monday, November 7, 2022. And I showed you a video of how these teacher trainees are suffering. We're crumbling for food. Rice and palm soup. They were fighting over it. Coco, don't start, please. You just came back from leave. Principals of colleges have been trying to really hard to feed trainee teachers in recent times as a result of current market trends. Prices of all food items have shot up astronomically, and food suppliers have refused to supply any food items to colleges because the indebtedness of the colleges to these suppliers. A request for an upward review of the feeding grant paid to principals has not been approved, and it has therefore become increasingly difficult for principals to continue to provide 3 meals a day to students at 6 cedis, 50 pesos. Remember, the primary school children are being fed with 97 pesos. Fully grown adults who are being taught to teach others are now fed with 6 cedis, 50 pesos, 3 square meal. So technically 2 cedis per meal. Okay. In light of the above, it is the wish of PRINCOF to be given permission to ask students to start fending for themselves. This is to ensure that the already stretched academic year is not disrupted. Dr. Harriet Naki Amui, Executive Secretary, why did you even waste your time to write this letter? Who feeds 3 adults with 6 cedis, 50 pesos? Who? When I told you that the president is not in it with us, he said we are in this together. I said, Mr. President, you are not in it with us. You are on your own. We too, we are struggling. We are down there. Because you don't buy fuel, you don't buy rice, you don't buy oil, you don't buy sugar, you don't buy plane ticket, you don't buy aviation fuel, you don't buy anything. Aside going to funerals and other places to give donations, you don't buy anything. Even that one, it could be generated from interest, unaccounted interest. The teacher trainees who you use for campaign, their principals are now asking to ask them to fend for themselves. Nana dear, he's born to succeed. Nana dear, or a winner. Nana show boy, show working. 6 cedis, 50 pesos. I didn't know this. And I'm so pained. But that's not the conversation. Good morning to the education minister. Good morning to the education minister. Good morning to all his deputies and all the big men who wear suits and tie and go to work today. And in a country where we are able to retire Professor Pukwa Mankwa, Director General of Ghana Education Service, aside all the issues that sometimes I had with him, who was less than 60, we retire him and we keep his deputy, Anthony Boateng, who is more than 60, and give him a contract. Something is wrong with us. We retire the young man or somebody who is not up to retirement age, and we keep a deputy who is above 60 and give him a contract, sign the contract on the same day, 19th August, and take it to the presidency, and the presidency approves it the same day. When I say let the retirees go, they say I don't like the old men. Oliver, take me to VALCO. Show the VALCO pictures. Dr. Nkrumah set up VALCO. Did you know that the VALCO plant was shut down? Oh, you didn't know? VALCO, aluminium, they shut it down. They shut it down. The workers went on, a strike. They demonstrated. I mentioned VALCO here. I mentioned GOIL. I mentioned NIA. I mentioned National Theatre. I said there are retirees there who must go. The government, as usual, doesn't listen. And this information I got from MPP stalwarts. VALCO. They called to shut it down. Last year, we were told that VALCO made about $4 million profit. So whoever called for VALCO to be shut down, Mr. President, Mr. National Security Minister, Madam Chief of Staff, they must be held accountable for causing financial loss to the state. VALCO is a state-owned enterprise. Whoever called for VALCO to be shut down yesterday because workers were agitating their grievances, and they went into a meeting and you agreed to give them 21% instead of 67% that they were asking. You were not even giving them half. Whoever ordered for it, I'm sounding a warning and a notice. They must be held accountable for causing financial loss to the state. Oliver, show me the pictures. This video is okay. Show me the pictures, the workers being idle, not working. The workers, they were idle yesterday. They were not working. VALCO, Nkrumah's own VALCO. We didn't build it. Somebody has built it. Manage it is a problem. What were they talking about? Let the retirees go. That's all they were asking. Let the retirees go. They were asking that the retirees should go. The retirees should go. The retirees should go. They say the CEO is old. He should go. They say the director of casting house is old. He should go. They say the ICT director is old. He should go. They say the personnel manager is old. He should go. They say the logistics director is old. He should go. They say the HR director is old. He should go. They say the safety cell manager is old. He should go. Pull up the pictures of the old people for me. This is information for, and I told you I'll start showing your pictures. If you don't go home, I will start showing your pictures. Because it is not fair for you to have worked. And you see, the interesting thing is that the workers say that you retire today, then the next morning you are there. What is the succession plan for a state-owned enterprise? And you are declaring losses. VALCO is not, but go to most of our state-owned enterprises. They are declaring losses. The other time I had a certain presidential staffer who came to insult me and has been insulting me. He's taking interest in it. He has gray hair in his eyebrows. He was complaining about SIGA. He even lied that when he was at SIGA, I was part of his media team. He lied. I only went to a SIGA assignment once under Stephen Asamoah at Labadi Beach or La Palm Beach, I've forgotten, when my good friend Stevie Enti was there. At the time when this man was seconded to SIGA, they were still declaring losses. Today he's on Facebook saying the same things I said a year ago. Show me the pictures, Oliver. And this one, I've mentioned that, say, CEO, casting officer, casting cell, personnel manager, HR, ICT director. I'll just show you the pictures. This is what your workers are saying. Boss, they say you are old. You have to go home. You are more than 60. Senior, they say you are old. You are more than 60. You have to go home. Chief, CEO, they say you are more than 60. In fact, they say you are 67. You have to go home. Boss, I beg you, please do the needful. Go home. Oliver, show the pictures. Oh, what is going on? Oliver, move the pictures. So, boss, they say you are also old. You have to go home. You are more than 60. Please, sir, nice suit, nice tie. Please go home. You are more than 60. Chief, you are more than 60. Please go home. I don't want to add your names. Your pictures are enough. Boss, please, you are more than 60. Go home. And let the VALCO work again. I'll go over the pictures. I'll go over the pictures. Boss, please go home. Please go home. Please go home. Please go home, sir. Please go home. Please go home. I beg you. Please go home. Thank you. Oliver, let's see. Please go home. Please go home. The retirees must go home so that the young can grow. The question I ask is, what is the succession plan? Say, oh, when we leave, the young people who come, that Katie Hammond kind of thinking, they can't do it. Coconut Head, have you trained them? When you were given the opportunity to get into those offices, they trained you, they gave you the opportunity. How are you giving young people the opportunity to also take over? We are not kind to ourselves. And I'm going institution by institution. I said National Theatre, GOIL, NIA. I have mentioned them. SIC. Please, If you are old, I beg you, go home. You don't want to go through this.
Mommy.
Michelle,